Hey, what's up, everybody? Yes, John Harris here. It's time for live Texans Telestrator, or basically, as I try to explain it to everything, it's kind of like Cooler Talk and Telestrator had a baby. That makes sense. Gives you an opportunity to put some questions into me, but we're going to take a deep dive into the film, as I'm famous for saying, put the film on, bro. Now, that goes back about 12 years now. And it happened with a guy by the name of Dwayne Brown. Not with Dwayne, but anyways, if you know the story, you know that's one of my catchphrases, put the film on, bro. So we decided to do that. We do a Telestrator, but we don't do a Cooler Talk. But we thought, you know what? Why don't we put the two together? Figure out there's always something I'm sure that I'm doing. You're like, wait a second. Why did they do that? Well, this is a good opportunity to get your questions in for what it is that you'd like to be able to see. So I got questions on my little machine right here. However you want to put them in. And AJ on YouTube came up with the first play that he wanted to see a breakdown of. And that was in Week 6 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles Omenahu's sack, that strip sack that Benardrick McKinney gets on, which the Texans scored a touchdown right after that to take a lead. And I thought it was a great place to start, first of all, because I had it in my my little Microsoft Surface here. So I was able to find that relatively easy. So that was kind of nice. But I do think it was one of the top plays from last year. So let's take a look at a few things here on Charles' sack. And you're going to see Charles right here. He's going to be right here in the middle. He's going to be hugely important in 2020 going forward. He is a massive piece to this defense. Now, I want you to take a look at something here. This was one of the things when I first went back and looked at this play that stood out. I love this four-man alignment right here. Now, if you can't really see what's going on, that's Jacob Martin right there. There's JJ right there on the inside. There's Chuck right here. And then here's Whitney right there. To me, that's the Texans' best four-man front. I love that front. Now, we'll get to the front in a second. Let's take a look at the coverage here. The Texans had just on a fourth down, I think it was fourth down, thrown an interception in the end zone on the play prior. Juan Thornhill should never pick that ball off because the Chiefs would have had the ball out here as opposed to interception in the end zone where it ended up at the 20. It almost ended up back here at the 1. Either way, it worked out because now the Texans have them pinned back a little bit. Yes, the ball's at the 20, but it's a whole lot better than being at the 40 where the ball was. Thornhill should knock it down, didn't do it. Either way, this being at the 20-yard line forced the Chiefs to think about throwing the ball down the field. They needed to move the ball quickly to try and get some points, and that kind of plays into the Texans' hands. Now, the Chiefs like to use motion, as teams do. They like to use motion to figure out what coverage you're in. And you can see here, I think that's Phillip Gaines. Right here. Phillip is going to go here, and he's going to come back there. That's a sign usually to Pat Mahomes that, hey, that's probably man coverage. And that's essentially what it is. You're going to see Robe right here on that receiver who I think might be, I can't remember. I can't see who that is. Oh, that's Byron Pringle. This is Mecole Hardman, and you can tell he's looking at Gaines to try and get a feel for what coverage it is. And when he sees Gaines going back and forth with him, he knows that's man. So essentially, you're going to have man coverage, and then the Texans are going to drop off Jaleel Addae right here because he's going to help Sean Gibson. They're basically going to bracket Kelsey right here. So they're going to try and take him away. And then everybody else is playing man coverage, basically. So the coverage is pretty good for the most part. Justin Reed playing the middle of the field is going to help here. With Lonnie, so they got that taken care of. Kelsey's doubled. Man coverage here is pretty good. Pat doesn't want that because he needs to move the ball down the field, and you're locked up right there. So the coverage is pretty good on this in the first part. Actually, very, very good. So coverage and rush coming together. Now, let's go to the rush side. Now we can see it from here. So you see Chuck right here. So what's the impact of a guy like J.J. Watt in the middle? And see what happens here. What do you think is going to happen with JJ? The first thing they're going to do is they pull here, kind of a trap pass. They're going to pull to make sure that they've got these two accounted for. Now, where the Chiefs sort of, botch this thing is LDT, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, the guard, when he slides over to help the center, he slides over, but he doesn't really help him. And what Reeder, the guard, doesn't do is he should have known he had help here, so he should have got on Charles outside. But he doesn't. He stays on Charles, and Charles is kind of toying with him a little bit, thinking, I can see what's going on, almost set you up. This is pretty good for a rookie to have this knowledge. He knows what he's going to do. He just kind of set him up. And as soon as Reader starts to feel for that elbow, watch Chuck going to just shove him aside. Just going to really kind of swipe. Watch him just swipe, get those hands down, and then go get the ball. You can see Charles here gets his hands off him. One-on-one, Charles got like 36-inch arms. I mean, he's got arms for days, and he's got to be able to use them. And this is exactly what he's doing here. He's getting that elbow down so that he can then turn his hips and then go after Patrick Mahomes. And then he makes something happen. Get the ball out. Now, this is where the fun begins. Chief, Texan. 4 hands, 2 hands, and somehow there's no way. Look at that right there. There's no way that ball should be recovered by Benardrick McKinney. But B-Mac somehow reaches in there and gets that ball out of it. I don't know how he did it. I have no idea how B-Mac ended up with that ball. But this is a great example of rushing coverage working together. And what I like about this coming into 2020 is that you've got all these guys coming back. You got Whitney re-signed at the end of last year. Chuck's a rookie, so he's on his rookie deal. JJ's got another couple of years of contract. And Jacob, you traded for, so he's under contract. So all these guys up here, this 4-man front right here, it can do some damage. And you saw that against the Kansas City Chiefs. Follow up with Ricardo. He says, do you think Charles Omenihu will have a breakout year? I think Charles is going to have more opportunities. Good question. I think Charles is going to have a lot more opportunities to do things like this. But, and I'll use an offensive analogy. At UCF, where Jordan Akins used to play, the wide receivers used to have a phrase, no block, no rock. Well, you can translate that to a defensive line and say, you don't play well against the run, you don't get the pass rush. But if you play well against the run, guess what you get to do on 2nd and long and 3rd and long? You get the pass rush. Not to say that Charles didn't play the run well. He actually plays it, I think, pretty well. But to get these opportunities, he's going to have to hold up well against the run and play the run much, much, much better. Part of it is because where you like him rushing from up in here, you can't always put Chuck inside here on 1st down because these guys, 315 plus, they're going to just run right at Chuck. Now, he can handle it, but for a full game, that's tough. But what you like to do with Charles is, hey, play him on the edge on 1st down. Hold up the edge on the run, and then jump inside and play the rush, play the pass rush on 2nd and 3rd down. That's what you'd like to be able to do with him. That's what JJ does. JJ plays out here on the run. Then when he goes inside, he's hard to handle. Same thing with Chuck. And now you got 2 guys that can do that. They're both healthy. I think you can have a pretty good year. Because eventually what's going to happen, if they didn't pull the guard here, they would have probably changed their protection and gone here, double on JJ. All right, maybe double on Chuck here. You know, well, they couldn't double because Kelsey's gone on a route. But they probably would have slid maybe this protection over to JJ to try and take him out. So now you got to win one-on-one. Whole point is, who's ever one-on-one better win, no matter who it is. But that's a nice 4-man alignment. I like that one. That's pretty good. All right, I got this other one, fan submitted. All right, let's go to Tennessee, week 15. This was submitted. I think this was Jason on YouTube. He wanted to see this one. Now, I like this. I love the offensive play call. And when you watch it, you're going to go, wait a second. It looks familiar, but it's kind of not. Well, this play that the Titans ended up running, this is 1st and goal at the 5. This play that the Titans ended up running is the exact same play, constructed a little differently, that the Seahawks ran against the Patriots in Super Bowl 49. This is just a pick route down here on the bottom. You're going to see Ferkser right there. I don't know if you can see my little pointer. Can y'all see that? Hopefully. That's a good one right there. So Ferkser's out here. This is Michael Pruitt, former Texan. So you see my little pointer right there? Oh, there we are. You see it? Okay, I hope so. Now, the inside route is Jonnu Smith. Now he's just gonna clear out. He's just going across the field over on the other side. He's clearing out. This essentially is a 2-man route on this side right here, this left side right here. All right, it's a 2-man route. And you got Roby and Zach are going to swap here, okay? We want Robe on a better receiver, Jonnu Smith. So Robe's going to jump inside and take Jonnu Smith one-on-one. So this is a pretty good route against man coverage because it's just a natural pick play is what it is. You see how Zach swaps? Okay, now, you see the receiver down at the bottom, he's really just trying to go upfield to pick off Justin Reed. What he wants from Justin is he wants Justin to have to bubble over this. So he creates this little like mesh here, and then Justin's got to go, oh crap, I got to go around it. So the best thing that Zach does is he collisions that guy because he wants Justin to be able to take a straight line to Ferkshire as best he can. That's the whole key to playing this rub route down in the goal line. That's what Brandon Browner did on Jermaine Kearse at the goal line, and Kearse got lazy, and Browner just jammed him. And so when Ricardo Lockett went behind him, Malcolm Butler was able to take a direct line right to where the ball was. Not as lazy on this down at the bottom of the screen. He's trying to get to Justin, but Zach does a good job getting his hands on him, and then Justin's going to run right, boom, and he's going to meet him right at the spot. Okay, play this, bang, and then just puts it on him. And then Witt just happened to turn around, and the ball is there. And then Witt's taken off. Let's take a look at this again. Let's go all the way back to the beginning here. I'll do that. All right, here we go. You see how things come together. Communicate, get on the right guy. All right, and now we're going to run the little pick route here. And Justin does a great job timing it up, getting that shoulder into him, and then Witt makes the catch, and he's running. And he's running. And he's running. Play takes a little while. Sorry. There we go. Good job, Witt. Get a little tired on that. He's funny to talk to in the locker room after that game. Now, you can see it from the end zone view here. This is what I like. A number of things I like about this play. Watch Whitney. Whitney's right here. He immediately gets hands and then turns to find the ball. He knew the situation and knew what he was supposed to do there. He had to get hands on. He looked at it. He knew what they had. More than likely, somebody's running a crossing route. If he can just get his hands on Jonnu Smith and help him out and then rush, it turned out to be a perfect situation. And that's what it did. He then got his head on a swivel. One of the toughest things about young players is when they got to drop in coverage, they're kind of staring at the quarterback. Whitney showed right there, he doesn't drop a ton, but he knows enough that, okay, here's a receiver here, got to know the situation. Whitney never really looked at the quarterback. He just looked at all the routes that they were running and just getting his hands on, all of a sudden, boom, the ball's in his hands. It was an excellent job, great man coverage, excellent job by Whitney, having the understanding of what was happening behind him, and then Justin Reed making one heck of a play. All right, now, if I can do this, I'm going to try and do this quickly. I don't know if I can, though, so I apologize if I can't. But a lot of people have asked for the trick play against the 49ers, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So, I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if I can find it as quickly, which is, I don't know. Is that my excuse maybe? Maybe it is. Who knows? But either way, this surface isn't always the easiest thing to do. But is that it? Oh, no. All right. Well, you know what? Let's do a play from the Patriots game. How about we do that? Sound all right? Let's do a play from the Patriots game. There are a few of them I think I have. So let's go look at what we've got from the Patriots game. A win over the New England Patriots. The Texans will play the New England Patriots again this year at NRG Stadium. Thank God that we don't have to go back up to Gillette Stadium, at least for a little while. So let's see what we've got here and spin the dial a little bit and see if we can't find, let's see, we played the Patriots. I think this is it. Yeah, all right, here we go. Okay, so we got some options here. Let's see what we got. Do we want to do the Bradley Roby interception? That's a pretty good play. Let's see what else we got here. I think this is a play I like here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson. How about we do that, right? Okay. It's against the Patriots, and the Patriots do a really good job of zone drops, just drops in coverage. They show Deshaun a lot of different things, and they show a lot of teams a lot of different things. But the Texans come out here and empty, and the Patriots are going to answer with just 3 rushers. Now, whenever the Patriots are showing 3 rushers, probably a good indication you're going to get a little bit more than that. You're probably going to get maybe some action right in here. Sometimes the Patriots like to bring Hightower, play him off, and then bring him here, and then I want to say Ninkovich, but it's Winovich. They'll kind of play some games with some of the things they do, kind of twist and turn. But this is their pass rushing set. This is Winovich out here, number 50. This is Adam Butler inside. Can't tell. I think that might be Dietrich Wise on the outside. This is their pass rushing set. That's Collins. That's Hightower. That's Chunks. So they're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in nickel to match empty set. All right? So now this is where understanding everybody being on the same page comes to fruition. Okay? So Darren Fells is right here. Now, D. Fells has been around the game for a while, right? He's seen a lot of different things. And so everything that he is about to do is based on what that guy does right after the snap. There's nothing right now that really tells Darren Fells, okay, I know I'm going to run this route. As you look at it, it looks like split safety coverage. The Patriots are real good about disguising it. It may stay a split safety coverage. That Deshaun has to decide after the snap. So let's see what happens after the snap. They stay split safety. Look at that, split safety. So when I talk about split safeties, you can see what I'm talking about, right? Now, there's split safety and there's post safety. Who's post safety? One of these guys would just be in the middle of the field. So this is split safety because they're basically splitting the field in half, okay? So basically the Patriots are running either some sort of halves coverage or quarters coverage, but it's split safety. The key is Deshaun just wants to take a few yards to 2nd down and 10. He just wants a few yards. Got to get to a 3rd manageable situation. So you can see Fells right here. Fells has got a little option route. So he's going to run right at, I think that's Collins, and he's going to make Collins decide. Now, because there's a slot guy here, I think that's Akins. When Jordan widens out Van Noy and Collins kind of drops straight, Fells knows, hey, I'm just going to option right in that little area right there. Hopefully Deshaun's on the same page with me, and you can stick it right there, pick up 6, 7 yards, set up nice little 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. So Fells pushes into that area, works himself away. Look at him get in there, and then pivot away. He's got to make Collins chase him a little bit. And you can tell, even before he pivoted, watch when Deshaun's about to throw that ball, and he hasn't even gotten fully to his route. Bang, hits him, and then does a great thing. All you young pass catchers out there, tight ends, wide receivers, you guys have got to know what to do after you catch it. Do you curl up in a ball? No. You want to do what Fells does. Catch it, and then, boom, get upfield as fast as you can. And by doing so, he ends up picking up a 1st down. It's a 10-yard play, right? I mean, this play should go for about 4 yards. Fells should catch it, bang. Look where he catches it right there. It's about 5 yards. If he goes down there, it's 3rd and 4 inside the 20. That's a good situation for the Patriots. Not a horrible one for the Texans, but Fells makes something happen after the catch. Spins, 1st down, keep that thing going. Take a look at it from the end zone view. You can see how, this is Bentley. So you can see how Fells works this. Bentley is expecting here. He's got to try and take that away. Fells knows that, but he also knows that Van Noy is stretched out. So Darren's got to rely on Deshaun to see the same thing. Hey, this guy's taking this away, so I'm just going to pivot to the outside and see if Deshaun sees the same thing. He does, delivers, catch it, get a 1st down. That's excellent job of a veteran tight end finding a hole in the zone and his quarterback being on the exact same page. 10 yards, 1st down. Let's move it and let's go. So there you go. Hopefully you like that a little bit. It's a little bit different than Cooler Talk, but appreciate you guys sending stuff in over the last couple of nights, getting me plays that you wanted to see. Keep hitting me up. We'll try and load it up for next time with even more plays, but I really appreciate you guys taking a look, watching, hanging out with me, talking some football. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Y'all mean a lot. Got the draft coming up here pretty soon. Got free agency up even sooner than that. So exciting times going on over here in the building. So appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you so much. And as always, go Texans.